Good morning guys, it is another declutter. Please let me know if you're getting bored of it, but I am almost finished with the house. I'm going to be just on the wire for actually finishing it this month. It might tip over like 1 or 2 days, but it is going to be done. At least, you know, the major, not the attic, as you all know if you've seen any of my other ones. So today I'm going to do the sideboard. I did want to do it on Sunday, but it didn't happen because the boys came back a bit earlier than expected. So I'll give you guys a look and then I'm going to whip it all out. I'll whip 90% of it out, I'll explain as I'm going along. And then try and get rid of as much stuff and organise the other bits so I kind of know where we are, because I'm actually not entirely sure what's in some of these drawers because it's just kind of like that dumping area. So let's go. Alright, so this is my big sideboard. I adore my sideboard. Excuse the current baby lock situation, but Elian took to trying to open every drawer in the cupboard in our house at one point. So these are stuck on at the moment, but luckily they come off quite easily. We did test them beforehand. So clearly my flowers need to go in the bin today, which is very sad, but they are my Mother's Day flowers, so they've done pretty well. So here's the rest of the sideboard. Let's take a peek. What is in here? Okay, I can actually only open this drawer a minute. I have to undo all these. This is actually already looking pretty tidy this side because I have already emptied that top shelf. So all our DVDs are kept in here, the ones that we've kept. I don't know if I've told you guys before, but me and John used to have a serious DVD, I'm going to say collection, what I mean is addiction. We had nearly 700 DVDs, and that didn't include our Blu-rays, of which we had probably close to 100. But when we were in Cardiff, we didn't have a TV license. Let me talk to you. We didn't buy a TV license. We didn't have any TV coming into our flat for almost 5 years. So we watched DVDs. We always watched DVDs, whether it was DVDs of series or TVs of movies. We rarely, we didn't really do the illegal download thing. We bought DVDs most of the time. We rented sometimes from the video shop, but the video shop by us and the cash generator on Albany Road in Roath in Cardiff, in case anybody's local, used to do 15 DVDs for £15. So it was cheaper to buy than it was to rent. So me and John kind of became known as the couple who had this ridiculous DVD collection. We had 4 Billy bookcases in our tiny little flat, absolutely full of DVDs. And people used to think it was great because they could borrow stuff. Make sure they bring it back, but they could borrow it. Last year we made the decision to sell our entire regular DVD collection. Yeah, we didn't make a huge amount of money. We did make some money back, but not a huge amount. We sold most of them through CEX and like Zapper and Zipit, the apps, because they seem to have the best return. This is kind of the Blu-rays that we decided we wanted to keep. And then there's also a few, I think, in here that didn't sell or weren't going to sell for a decent enough amount to make it worthwhile selling them. And a few of our box sets, which I'm actually considering getting rid of them as well at the moment, but I need to kind of check with John what he thinks. So, right, back to this cupboard. So we have Blu-rays, as you can see, and then there are some box sets back there. There's some Wii games. Again, I don't know why we've still got those. My entire Ally McBeal collection, my entire Sex and the City collection is back there. I think I've got my Desperate Housewives in here. Yeah, so that is all the DVDs. This shelf is now almost empty. There was a package in here, but I've now moved that to that cupboard in the corner that you'll have seen in my last video. So all that's left is my glass Pyrex dish. It's not Pyrex, sorry. Oh no, it is Pyrex, I lie. So that is kept in here, only because I don't have room for it in my kitchen and it is safer in here, I think. I've only used it about once. Okay, we'll do the other cupboard first. Now this cupboard needs sorting. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, I mean, seriously. It's a little bit crazy. So there's a few things that clearly need to go. That is a random bag of rice, but it's because that's what's left over from all of the sensory stuff I did with Elliot this week. A pile of books that should have gone, and I need to sort out again to go. Now, there is alcohol in here because me and John don't actually drink. Other than I probably drink 4 times a year, if that. So these have come in deguster boxes, these two, and I think this one must have come in a deguster box as well. This I've probably picked up at some point because I needed it for cooking. And I actually think this came in a deguster box too. And I have 2 bottles of rosé that I've been given as well, because people seem to forget that I don't really drink. The only time I do drink at home, I'd have the occasional Chambord and lemonade in the summer if we've got friends here. But what I will do with most of this is actually use it in cooking. I won't actually drink it, but there's nowhere to keep alcohol, so it tends to be kept in here. My wine glasses that I do keep, I've got a set back there. My friend bought us these. That is my vase. I've got that vase there and I've got that vase there. I only have the 2 now. A water jug. Again, I'm not sure why we're keeping that because it never gets used. Right, so my baking dishes are back there. Again, not used. Actually, I'm not sure I've used the bottom 2 at all yet. But they will get used, so I'm not too worried about those. But then I've got serving plates, plastic cups, paper plates. It's all stuff that's kind of been like party supplies. I'm not too worried about the bottom shelf actually, it's the top shelf. All those books and magazines have got to go, and everything that size pretty much has to go. The seeds are meant to have been planted. I'm still waiting for John to put compost down for me. So that entire top shelf is pretty much to go. The bottom shelf just needs sorting, I think. There's no point in me getting rid of paper plates and napkins when I've got another party coming up for early in this year. So let's look at the drawers. Oh yeah, look at that. Ugh. Oh, this is the dump drawer pretty much. Randomness gets ditched in it. So I mean, I've got teethers here, which clearly Alien doesn't use anymore. I've got a bulb and some tea lights and top trivia game. Because I was actually looking for this, so now I know where it is. Just randomness. Playing cards. I think those are more bulbs. Insect protector spray that I think we took to Benidorm, to Barcelona with us, which was a while ago. Some feet for something, I'm presuming. Yeah, so that is just a state. Oh, that one doesn't look a huge amount better. Okay, these are the locks that we use for the cupboards in the kitchen. Batteries. This is where this drawer should just be placemats. But as you can see, there's lots of other stuff. Insect protector stuff, because we get quite bad flies in the summer because of where we live, backing onto a river. Next one. Oh yeah, this is where currently my medical supplies are, at least some of them. I need a medical box. I said that to you in the last video, guys. I really need a medical box that I can put somewhere else. Lint rollers. Some random Christmas origami decorations. Bibs, which Alien no longer wears, and a random bar of soap. And lastly, oh, this isn't a messy drawer, although why there are batteries in here I don't know. As you can see, batteries in there. Wait, were there batteries in this one? Batteries in there. There's probably batteries in there too. This should just be tea towels and cleaning cloths, which is what it should be used for. Why there's batteries, I don't know. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of stuff in there. So I'm going to pull it all out. I'm not going to pull the DVDs out because there is just 0 point. It is just a shelf of DVDs. The same goes for my my crockery in there. I'm not going to touch that. I'm going to leave it there. But everything else I'm going to try pull out. Kind of, I'm going to put it on the rug and we'll see everything we've got and what I can just get rid of now. Okay guys, so I have emptied everything out and this is the resulting pile. Wow, look at all that. Okay, so that is everything that is in there that I need to sort. I'll show you how it currently looks though. So DVDs are there. I've moved my plates to up here. They just look a bit better there. Then this side, the bits I haven't pulled out the alcohol obviously. I've put my party supplies tidy up there. My vase is still in there. Those are just 2 packs of John's bulbs. It's not as if they're going anywhere. This is my serving platter that I use if I need to. And then these are just party plates. Again, I tend to use them for things like some crafts with Elian, like I've just been using the other ones I had to dry rice for the sensory craft. So that's what this one's looking like. There is big space back there, so if something's got to go back in, it can go back in back there for something we don't use very often. I've just folded, these are my tea towels, microfiber cloths, and then these are all empty now. So let me get started on this. See how much we can declutter and shift to have that sideboard looking much more organised. Hey guys, so that took about like 10-15 minutes and it is all sorted. So I'll show you guys what I'm getting rid of, what I'm keeping. I've made the decision to actually get rid of some things that I have been keeping for quite a while. There's stuff that we've been bought, but they don't get used and sadly they're just stuck in the cupboard and have been for quite a while now. So I'm thinking I will pass them on to the charity shop and hopefully somebody else will get some use out of them and make some money for the charity shop. But I shall give you guys a peek at what has happened. Okay, so I'm keeping all of this. That is a pile for John to sort, and then all of this is going. So I think there's just as much stuff going as there is staying. So, okay. The teethers are staying. They're going to go up in the attic. I'm going to boil wash, well, I'll have to wash them and boil them again when we have a new baby anyway. So the books underneath, I'm not actually keeping, but I'm passing them on to some other mummy friends. So obviously I'm keeping them for now. There is a pair of earrings in there that I bought to gift somebody, but I've actually decided I really like them now, seeing as they've never got gifted, so I'm going to keep them. 2 bags of crisps, which I'm just going to eat. Like I said, this is the rice that I used for Elian's sensory play. It can't actually fit in my rice jar because my rice jar is full. So it's going to get kept and either used to be eaten or it will be used for more sensory stuff. These rubber coasters and these 2 slate things, I actually use these for pictures on the blog. So they are staying. There is an entire pack of very fine glitter there. Again, bought for some sort of craft with Elian, so that needs to go away. Lint rollers are staying. That is my placemats. There is 2 sets of placemats there, but they get used for different things. I actually think there's one missing of these. I've just realised there should be 4. There's 2 there and there's one on the coffee table. Anyway, bulbs that are actually used. I need to check with John if this tiny little screwdriver is required or if he already has one as part of the set. Those are the clips that I said we use for the kitchen. That's fly stuff. Those are the 3 packs of cards, 1 flux, 1 phase 10 and then an actual pack of cards. It's not really something we use very often, but there's always that time where you've got friends around and you do decide you want to play a game and then you can't find a pack of cards. I'm keeping these 4 glasses because they're wine glasses and I think they're more practical than those ones because we don't drink like champagne or anything. That's just one of the cloths to go back in the drawer. That is actually a sheet of wrapping paper. Oh wait. Look. Comic strip wrapping paper, so that's just going to go upstairs because it'll get used. This is all our medical supplies that again I said I need a medical box. I may actually go out as soon as John gets back with the baby and go find a medical box. Okay, the button shouldn't be that. That's the button off my jacket which I need to either sew on myself or take it up to my mum and ask her to sew it on. I can probably sew better than my mum, it's actually just finding the time to do it. So these are flower seeds and that tiny pack there are strawberry seeds which should have been planted last year, didn't get planted, but they are going to be done this year. This is a pile of stuff for John to sort. I'm pretty sure that is our current Hoover, but I wanted to check just in case. I don't know if those bulbs are being kept for a reason or whether they are dead. Again with the batteries, and I don't know whether those feet are something we're currently using or are for something old. And then all of this is going to be gone. So those are these are origami things. They're brand new packs. I don't even know where they came from. Some medication that's empty or almost empty. The lollipop thing that I used to make breast milk lollies for Elian last summer, which he didn't like, so that's pointless. Old medical things for the cats, for the rabbit and the dog. A cake stand my friend bought me, which I do like, but I never ever use. Candles, old bibs of Elian's. I've just figured I can get rid of them because they're not that expensive to buy new ones if we have another baby. Magazines and a water jug. All going. So I will try and get all of this tidily back into the cupboard now. Hopefully it'll all go in nicely, and yeah, that's another job ticked off. So now I've only got toys left to do, which I'm hopefully going to do this evening because my mum is taking Elian from this afternoon until tomorrow morning. So that is the plan for this evening, and I might have a quick sweep around the bathroom. I don't really think there's much to go in there because, like I said, it has been the best KonMari I did. I will pop the link to it up here. It's the most successful, it was the easiest, it's the one we've kept the tidiest and most organised. I think there's probably maybe 5 or 6 items I could let go of, so I will maybe do a quick sweep round in there. Other than that, I think I'm done. Once I've done the toys, I think I'm done. I think that is all big areas and all small areas. Oh, I've still got those shelves up there, but I don't really think that's a decluttering job. That's just simply tidy it and organise it, so I probably won't film that. Yeah, so yay! Right, I'm gonna put it all away and then show you guys how tidy and lovely it looks afterwards. And we're sorted, guys. So this still looks the same as I said it would. Nothing exciting in that one. But this one, here you go. I forgot that this is where we keep the dog food, and John's just bought a new pack. So I've just got the alcohol on this side for now. I know that's not the best way to put those bottles back there, but I actually think I'm going to try and use them to cook this week so I can get rid of them. And then I've put like the party supplies back here. That's my vase. There's the dog food. I managed to remember that I had this box upstairs in Elian's room that we had used for stuff when he was little but wasn't being used at the moment. Ta-da! Medical box! So I'm now going to go find the rest of the medical supplies in the house. We keep one lot of Nurofen and Calpol in his drawer in his room in case we need it in the night. But everything else can kind of come down here because it's not really needed upstairs. So I just need to find the other few things that I've got. I've not got a lot, but I know there's more painkillers somewhere and I know there's plasters somewhere else. Right, the flower seeds are back here for now, only until John has put compost in my pots, which I'm going to ask him to do today. And then at least, hopefully at least the box will be gone. Hopefully that as well. And then just my big plate there. Right, the drawers. Okay, so my tea towels. I've got a lot more tea towels, so once they're out of the wash, they'll be in there. But obviously it's something you use daily. This is kind of like the household supplies drawer. So bulbs, more bulbs, the bug stuff, the lint rollers, and that big pack of clips. I had this bag that was just shoved in one of the drawers as well. I've put them all in there because the packet was huge but half empty, so that was kind of pointless. So that'll go in there. This one now just has the placemats and those food props that I use. And the top drawer, oh look at that. Look at that! So obviously I've got 4 empty compartments at the moment. All I've put back in here are these card games. But there is those piles of stuff that John needs to sort. I am suspecting that the foot stopper things, I'll show you. I'm suspecting that these are required. I just don't know what piece of furniture they're off, if we have this piece of furniture still. So I'm suspecting these are still required, so they can go back in there. The same as these, I don't know what they are. I have zero idea what these are. I think these are to open our windows fully if we ever need to. So those will go back in, and these batteries. I think these are probably all flat, and they're not rechargeables. So I'm assuming those will go. That can go back in if it is from the current Hoover, and then I need to check that these are the current tablets we are giving Opie, Assuming that they're in date. Oh yeah. This box hasn't even been opened, so I don't know where we've had it from. So that is it for this declutter. Woohoo! Another thing ticked off, and that sideboard is looking a million times better. I'm so pleased I've managed to just shift some stuff and decided to let go of things that we weren't using, that I didn't love, that, like KonMari says, did not spark joy in my life, so why was I keeping them? I was keeping them out of that whole gift guilt you get, and I need to get past that. On another note though, I just want to say thank you to 2 of my viewers who've been watching my declutters and commenting. I think I got Valcoria and Lisa have been commenting on my videos, and they made a really good point on my last one about not making a scrapbook. And it is something I've been toying with, just not doing it, because it's, first of all, it's the time commitment to make them, which is why it hasn't been done. I used to love paper crafts. I probably still do love paper crafts. I just don't have the time for it anymore. I've got quite a nice supply of stuff in the attic. I let go of a huge amount of craft stuff when we started converting his room, and all of that I gave to a woman who made cards for charity. So that all went to her, and I just kept the really good quality stuff. But it's been in the attic now for nearly 2 years, and it's just not going to happen. So listening to my viewers, I thought, actually girls, you're probably right. It's never going to happen, and even if it did, it's just going to be something that's kept around our house, and then probably my son will never be interested in it. So this is what was in that box that I had in my last declutter that I said I was keeping for the scrapbook. They're going in the bin. So this is the box. The only things that I have kept in this box are my milestone cards to take pictures with a future baby, because we didn't write on them, and my sonograms, because obviously this is something I can't get back. This is something that's quite important and special. Oh, and, oh, sorry, my phone is ringing. Mum, I'll ring you back. And this. This is the first thank you card we made to thank everybody for the gifts. This is Alien. So I've kept that. I'm sorry, I can't part with that. It just had to stay. So that is all that's in this box now. So yeah, thank you to Valcoria and Lisa for kind of making me see that I didn't need those things. I will instead, which also means I'm going to be getting rid of the, those big Project Life albums are no longer going in the attic. They will now go to the charity shop because somebody else may want them. So yeah, they're going. It's all going. Obviously, being photographers, photos and images are a huge part of our lives, and incredibly special to us. And the idea of just having them as digital things is not something we take pleasure out of. Yes, it's wonderful to put them on Facebook and put them on the websites and stuff, but personally, we love printed images. We love printed photos. We love seeing our clients buying prints and blowing them up really big and things. And I will show you guys our staircase, because this is our pride and joy, pretty much. So this is mine and Joan's life. This is our story. My first photo with Alien. So yeah, printed images are very important to us. So what I've decided to do instead is make some like professional level photo albums instead of just the best photos, the beautiful photos, the ones that we really love, or the pictures that really show Alien's personality. You know, there's occasionally you get a picture on your phone or with a camera, because obviously we have cameras around a lot, which just really shows Alien's personality and his cheeky sense of humour. And those pictures, those are the ones I want to keep, those are the ones I want to remember. So we're going to make professional level printed photo books, and we will keep them in our very small bookcase. It's only a little bookcase now. Oh, my sense of direction is terrible. Only a little bookcase now. Yeah, so it'll be quicker than making a scrapbook, and quite possibly it'll be cheaper than making a scrapbook. But what I've decided is all of my scrapbooking supplies, which are in the attic, I'm going to keep for now, and I'm actually just going to let Ellen use them as craft materials to stop me having to buy craft materials for the next, or not certain craft materials for the next year or so. There is a lot of papers, a lot of card, a lot of sticky things up there, a ridiculous mountain of washi tape, because I like washi tape, or liked washi tape. So I'm gonna start bringing the odd bit down and allowing Elian to use it as crafting material, to be less precious about it and just kind of let him have fun with it, let him use it. I've spent the money now, it's gone, it's in the past. Yeah, so that's it guys. Sorry if that was a little bit of a ramble at the end. I just really wanted to kind of explain something that was happening and some reasoning that had gone on in my head, thanks to some of my viewers. So please guys, please do keep putting your comments down on these videos. Even if they're controversial or might not be in line what I'm talking about, I still want to hear other people's point of views, and I will always like discussing things with people. So that's it for today. Hit subscribe, join our little Life Sorted community, like this video please, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye!